Moffat is leaving. That's right. I'm Res Cactus, and today I want to talk about something which I think is going to be really important within the world of Doctor Who. So, in case you didn't hear the first time, Steven Moffat has announced his departure from the series, and I just kind of want to talk about how that's going to affect the show and basically just give my opinion on it. So, since he kind of started the show way back in 2010, there's been a lot of dispute on how good he actually is as a writer. And this is mainly to do with the fact that he has left a lot of plot holes from time to time and killing off characters as well. A lot of people have criticised him for that, which, to be fair, Rory has died so many times, but I'm assuming these people haven't watched Game of Thrones if that's what bothers them. So there has been a lot of dispute since he started, but that is kind of what you would expect from anyone taking over anything. Obviously, Russell T Davies had a lot of success bringing the series back in 2005, and he was like hailed as a god because he'd brought the show back, and he hadn't just brought it back; he'd brought it back really well. Um, Now there are a few people that really despise the sort of Doctor Rose relationship thing, but that's a conversation for another day, so we'll not go into that. But yeah, you would kind of expect it, but Doctor Who fans are more used to change than probably any other show, because we get the main character and then every so often he just changes. So we are kind of more used to it, but they do always face criticism. So, like I said, way back in 2010, not sure if you can remember that far back. I know I certainly struggle, but at the time we had Steven Moffat as the new showrunner, and we also had Matt Smith. So Matt Smith being the new Doctor, especially from David Tennant, who was absolutely incredible Doctor. They both had a lot to live up to, basically, and people kind of grew to love Matt Smith, and I think he's definitely up there in the top actors for playing the Doctor for a lot of people. And Stephen Moffat just didn't get that. He still kind of faces criticism from sort of half of the fans, and then he's got like another half that really love him. So you have sort of got like clash, and I think that is going to continue to go on for the reasons I said. Um, so what do I think about this? I'm happy. Yeah, I'm incredibly happy with getting rid of Stephen Moffat. And it's not that I dislike him. I don't think he's a bad writer. I don't think that Russell T Davies would have left the show in the hands of someone who was a bad writer. Um, it's just that, well, I have two problems with writing. His first one is obsession. He has an obsession with bringing back characters and monsters that he introduced in the first place, namely the Weeping Angels and River Song. Although everyone loves River Song, so that doesn't really matter. But the Weeping Angels, awesome. Blink, I think there isn't many people that will deny that Blink is one of the probably most frightening and best episodes of Doctor Who in recent history, and it probably makes its way into the full history as well. But the second time, yeah, it was still kind of cool. He added the whole snapping neck things, and it was cool, two-parter. But by the time it came to Angels Take Manhattan, you just don't care anymore. Like they're not even scary. You've got like a however tall it is, 30-foot Statue of Liberty angel, and to be honest, for me, it just didn't appeal to me. Amy Pond and Rory's goodbye was obviously really sad, but I think it was kind of ruined by the fact that that episode was just really really bad. Um, so he does have an obsession with bringing it back, and even in sometimes like they appear in the God complex, but not like properly, and there's just no need for it. So second reason is tone. He has a much cheerier tone than what was in before, and it's not even a case of obviously I get that it's a family show, but sometimes it takes it too far. And the particular reason for this isn't with Matt Smith. I love Matt Smith. Matt Smith was great, but it's with Peter Capaldi. I love Peter Capaldi. He's a great actor. He's a great Doctor, and we really kind of saw that in Series 8 because he's a darker, grittier classical type Doctor, so he could appeal to new fans and to old fans. But in order to appeal to new fans, they decided that they needed to chuck the childishness back in there in Series 9, and I just really didn't enjoy Series 9. I know it's got lots of mixed opinions anyway, but I just personally I couldn't get into it whatsoever, and I think that is because they decided to just throw everything out the window in regards to Peter Capaldi. Um, Luckily, the show has been left in good hands. It's been left to Chris Chibnall from Broadchurch, but he is also known for writing 42, which, in my opinion, is probably one of the best episodes of Series 3 and probably one of the best episodes of the most recent series. He also wrote The Hungry Earth and Cold Blood, which is obviously responsible for bringing back the Silurians, Dinosaurs on a Spaceship, Pond Life, and The Power of Three as well, I think. And also PS, which was a little mini thing, which is talking about after Angels Take Manhattan, and you have probably seen it when Rory's dad gets the letter about what's happened to them, which is quite emotional. But so he's a very capable writer, particularly 42, I think, out of them lot. But those other three are also the better half of the episodes from 2012, I thought. He's also wrote a lot of Torchwood episodes, and I think it's 2 or 3 episodes he wrote of Life on Mars as well, which are obviously darker, but they still have that sense of humour, so you can still, you can have a darker show while still appealing to kids, which is the important thing because it's a family show. And so I'm hoping that that's going to come through in his writing, and I'm hoping we are going to get a darker Capaldi. And this is where the important thing is, because there is a bad side to this. There is a bad side to losing a writer. One, there are going to be fans that aren't going to prefer Chris to Steven because, everyone has a different opinion. Second of all, there's no Doctor Who this year apart from the Christmas special, which isn't too bad because, actually, no, it's worse because I've not enjoyed the past few Christmas specials. I enjoyed this 2015's, but I didn't enjoy any of Matt Smith's Christmas specials. They were all pretty bad, to be fair. But we've got next year. Next year is when it comes back for Series 10. That'll be Steven's last series. And then the year after, 2018, that is when we finally actually get to see Chris in full motion, taking control of the show. And that is actually when we will finally see a series. So there's still actually 2 years before he actually gets the reins completely. But I guess we could kind of wait for that. The downside to that, so that's it in addition, is that we still don't know who the companion that's taken over Jenna is. It could be a really bad one, and if it is a really bad one, that isn't good for Chris. He's got a bad start, which is unfortunate. But we don't know yet, so that's just kind of speculation. And there's also the thing that Peter Capaldi could quit in that time. As far as I'm aware, he's not signed on a contract for an extra 2 seasons. I believe he got rid of the rumours that this was going to be his final season, so he could do 1 more season and then quit, and then we're not going to get like a full thing anyway. We're going to get 1 series out of him possibly, but I'm hoping that we're going to get a full length, a really long run from Peter Capaldi, because that'll give time to flesh out him as the Doctor more, because I don't think he's actually been fleshed out enough yet. We'll get to see his relationship develop properly with a new companion rather than just basically, 1 season then chucking him away. That'd kind of be a waste, I think. And we will get to see the difference. You'll be able to better compare, like Chris's writing to Steven's writing, if there is a longer run of series. So that's something that we kind of just have to wait for and hope for, because it's always difficult for fans getting rid of a Doctor anyway. But that's what I think. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more like this. If you don't like it, I'm sure you won't forget to press the dislike button, so that doesn't matter either. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm Cactus. Adios, amigos!